Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this. Baylor, who kind of got their ass kicked a little bit by Auburn for about from about the 12-minute mark of the first half to maybe about like the 4-minute mark of the second half. It looked like Auburn was just big boying them, right? But Jacoby Walter made some plays. Eve Missy made some plays down the stretch. And Baylor ended up getting a win 88-82 over Auburn. I'll go to you first on this one, T.O. What's your biggest takeaway? Is it Jacoby Walter? Is it Baylor is going to be better than we thought? Is it Auburn is back to being the Auburn that we know and love? Like what's the overarching takeaway storyline from that game?
I think Auburn's who we know and love won, but I think the story here is Jacoby Walter. I mean, you kind of need that extra guy. And guys, every time I've watched Jacoby, I look at him and I'm like, man, that it's kind of a weird shot and that it's stiff and a little, but he makes them. And not only does he make them, he was making them off the move. I think he was scoring both in transition, creating turnovers. He's got incredibly long arms. He's still
hit two off the bounce. To he hit two off the bounce. There was one like it was like a pullback three from like 25 feet with a dude in his face. And I was like, what?
Yeah, it's a thing like it's because he's so awkward that it actually helps him create space because guys don't really know what to expect. But he's still figuring out how to use his athleticism in the half court, and he's still went for 28 and 6. They needed to go to score. They found one. Now he's not going to go for 28 every night, but the fact that you went up against that kind of pressure and were able to get that point, those numbers, impressive. They always figure out a way to get it. They had Keyshawn George last year who went nuts. And then, years before that, they always find a guard that just can go off for these huge numbers.
Yeah, but you know what they do this year, Fanta, is they guard. And I know they gave up 82 points, but it's Auburn. Like they got length, toughness, athleticism. Like it's not just a bunch of 6'1" guys in that backcourt.
Right. And down the stretch in the game, it was another freshman, Yves Missy, who had the dunk of the season thus far off a transition play. For him to be 7 feet tall, 235, and have his mobility, I want what he's having. That kid fits what Baylor is about. I mean,
it's not chili on noodles. Thank
you. But I love that kid. I mean, I just think that he fits their identity. And look, on a night where Jonathan Tchamwa plays 7 minutes in the game, they need somebody late to provide length and provide that playmaking. And Walter was fantastic, even better than I think people thought he would be, especially in a debut, to go for 28. But actually, Rob, I'll be contrarian. I agree with what you said. Auburn can be back to what Auburn is supposed to be under Bruce Pearl. Aiden Holloway had 6 assists in this game. As much as he scored the ball, and he didn't shoot the ball particularly great. I mean, he was 4 of 8 from 3. It took him 15 shots to get to 19 points. But he can stretch the floor. That shot is good. He scored at a very high level. He came off the bench for the Tigers. I love the fact that Auburn, in this game, they hung in on the glass. Janai Broom's going to keep them hanging in on the glass. The glass was even in this game. But, Baylor, they needed Walter to make individual plays, and it worked. Will he do that every game? We'll see. I mean, it's a long season. Baylor had 10 assists on the night. So they won with a guy saying, I am an NBA lottery pick, and here's why. Auburn, they scored 82. When they were playing well for a large portion of this game, they were moving the basketball really well. Possessions had flow. 18 assists on 28 made field goals. And guys, in the past we said, Auburn shot selection, not particularly great at times. Well, 9 of 19 from 3. I thought Auburn looked in sync. I like the way that they played. I think they've got upside to be a top 4 team in the SEC, if not top 3.
If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use the bonus code FIELD200 and you will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly when placing your first wager of at least $10 with BetMGM. Here's what you got to do. Download the BetMGM app. Sign up using the bonus code FIELD200. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game regardless of sport. You will receive $200 in bonus bets regardless of the outcome of your wager. Just make sure that you use the bonus code FIELD200 when you sign up. And remember, BetMGM is now available under one wallet in select states. As a New Jersey resident, this is super convenient for me when I have to go cover games in New York or Philly. When crossing state borders, just log into your existing account instead of having to create new accounts in each state that you go to. And most importantly, I got to let you know, we do have some fun stuff coming up for this college basketball season. Bet insurance tokens, college hoops odds boosts, my personal favorite, parlay odds boosts. So download the BetMGM app today. Yeah, I think it's really important that Aiden Holloway looks like he's going to be able to step in and be closer to oh shit, I'm blanking on his name. Who was the guy, the point guard when they made it to the Final Four? Remind me.
Jared Harper.
Jared Harper. Yeah,
Jared Harper.
He's going to be closer to Jared Harper than let's just, without calling out names, than people that have been in that role the last couple of seasons. Right? And I'm serious because like Bruce loves having dudes that are little guards with infinite range that can take these step backs and kind of play with a level of swagger and a level of confidence. Like he doesn't give his guys red lights when it comes to shooting, right? Like he wants you to play with confidence and shoot with confidence. But you need guys that can make shots in those roles. And this year, he's got a guy in Aiden Holloway who, like, look, small sample size, one game, but 19-6, he hit 4 for 8 from 3. A couple of them were deep step backs. Like that dude is built to play for Bruce Pearl. I totally agree with you, Fanta. I think that this is a team where they're going to be tough and physical defensively, and they got their weapons offensively. And I also agree with you, Tio. I think that Baylor finding Jacoby Walter was big. I think Ray J. Dennis, we got to get.
I think that was going to be my next one. Ray J. Dennis had 7 turnovers, but from what I saw, like his ability to get to spots was awesome, and that translated pretty much immediately.
He really struggled.
Really good.
He really struggled with the physicality on both ends, offensively and defensively, for about 30 minutes, and then he made 3 plays in like the last 4 minutes. Like it was a 3, a pull up jumper, and he got a steal. He made like 3 plays in the last 4 minutes that basically won Baylor the game. After
great addition with him. I really like Ray J, who committed on the field 68. There you go.
Yeah, he did. I think that both of those teams are second weekend teams after watching them. Like both of them can get up and make a run. Like that they looked really, really good. And I know a lot of teams look really good because most top 25 teams won their first game by like 30, but I'm buying both of those teams upside. Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.